Okay. Really hoping this stays fine. I can't really move. Okay, right. Sweet. That. Do that. Do we need this? I'm gonna turn it off. Okay. Right, I literally cannot move because my mic will probably cut out. So I'm praying that you can hear me. Gonna send Metric Booming want some more. An invite because he DC'd. Metro Booming wants some more. We're here for round 4 qualifying in Next Level Racing Week. Brother, I've invited you already. Come on, come look in. The current championship leader is QYZHR. He is racing today in the Ferrari with Reflex, who is currently second in the championship. So possibly, I'm going to say it, I think it's a little bit rigged. Because being the owner decides to grid, I think that's a bit unfair. Ferrari are sat 4th in the constructors. Speaking of constructors, just a 5 points separate second place Mercedes from 3rd place VCARB from 4th place Ferrari, with Ferrari and VCARB being on the exact same 51 points. Keep an eye on Mercedes. They've had a pretty bad race so far as their first driver, Horia, goes P1. They've had backstream races, you know, OS10 Australia, DNF for Horia, last time out, Singapore, more to find there, I'd say. But they have 2 fast drivers. They have probably the best driver lineup going on the grid currently. Ferrari on their 1 good driver, Reflex and Mekai, letting them slightly. Alpine, they probably have the fastest driver lineup. However, Hamza is not racing today. The current P3 in the championship is not racing. So, yeah, very interesting that we don't have. Yeah, see Mercedes immediately in there. It's going to be a battle between Mercedes and Ferrari for sure, and they're already splitting themselves. Ferrari 4th, Mercedes 3rd, Ferrari 2nd, Mercedes 1st. And Coulter, you know, championship leader, he's always there, he's always in about it, Coulter. But unfortunately, they're missing their main man, Hamza. The Polish power is not racing. So keep an eye on them as well, because they've only really got Coulter, and we're unsure of Peckham's pace, but so far that 13th place doesn't show much or nothing. And VCARB, they've had a very, very unfortunate races. You know, Metric Graph and Hazardtich are 2 very fast drivers. Hazardtich recently trying to run, I think, no TC this year, so he's struggling a little bit with that. And Metric has just been so unlucky with his racecraft, picking up a fair few DNS. But if they can keep it clean, both for them, I expect a good result for them. And here's a fun fact for you. So VCARB are currently sat 2nd in the championship, 51 points. Fair few off Alpine on 72 points, I think. But if you just take their main 2 drivers, Hazard and Metric, they would only be on 6 points. They've had QY reserved for them twice, and he scored 50 points because he won both races. So, yeah, without QY, VCARB would be sat down in, I think, 8th maybe. So, very insane from VCARB, because they're definitely faster than that. I've seen them both race before. They have more than that to show. What is Reflex? What's he doing? What do you mean you can't race today? Try again. As all the drivers set their first lap times, the grid has to even itself out. Metric having unfortunate. I don't know what's going on with Metric. His connection seems to be playing up a little bit. Yeah, I can't wait for the battle between Ferrari and Mercedes come the last few minutes of qualifying and in the race. Haas with a nice P8, P9. And Jack, again in P7, he had a great couple of races. He's always consistent, he's always in the points. I've been impressed with him so far. And Reflex will be happy to see a teammate finally with him, because he has scored 37 out of Ferrari's 51 points. Mekai only scoring 6 points. No, that's wrong. Mekai scored 12 on that. Okay, it looks like we're not going to see metric graph, which is very annoying. So, yeah, his look, you can't have the break, can he, recently? Cannot catch a break. It's going to be another pretty bad result for them. I'm trying to... Jesus. Oh no. Oh, my mic doesn't cut out while I'm doing this. Shit, man. I don't have one on mic, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Holy shit. So, Hungary, round 4 in NRL. Things going to shape up a little bit. We see many of these 4 at the front of the drivers, and Alpine currently leading the constructors. Hungary, 22.7 miles long the track, 34 metres of elevation. 2 DRS-7s, which you see Smash go through the first one into turn 1. 14 turns, it's 6 to the left, 8 to the right. This is the first one of the right ones. He's on an in-lap though, I think. Is anyone on a lap, please? I need to do this to see what they're on. Horia might be. Nope. Haletich will be soon. There's a lot on outlaps. Who's closest? We might have to go on board with... As QY, he was on a lap. He went faster than Horia. He's in our provisional pole. We're into the 114. That's a mega lap. Mega lap. We'll see 35 laps come the race. No rain in qualifying, but there could be some in the rain. No one's told me yet, so I doubt there is. As Hori's going to have to add me for an invite, unless I've already got him added. We'll look in a second. Should we see how bad this mic is then? Yeah. Let me go on Twitch and just see how bad the controller mic is on PS5, shall I? Reflex wants to use this. Honestly, you have no idea how bad. You ready? Let's see. You ready? Let's see. Why is it not even that bad? What? Hello? It's not even that bad. What the hell? No. I've not even got a headset plugged in. Do I commentate from this or what? Like, this is so weird. So new to me, this. Coulter took the lead into turn 3, Megastar from him. We saw OS 10 and Reflex, the two rivals, getting involved. The Mercedes boys racing. Duran and OS 10 had a little incident before the race. Them two got a bit racy. Yeah, we see Reflex. No, just in Ghost. So Horia with a little close move. They're around the outside, possibly to turn 3. Reflex wants to do that. It's a very audacious move. You have to have so much more grip and pace, which you just not have. You are never going to get that move done unless you are significantly better tyres. Oh, OS 10! OS 10. Oh, after a great qualifying, he's lost it in turn 4 or 5, is that? I'm not sure what happened. Oh, we see the Williams. Theodore, a little incident there, he'll be fine. Here we saw Reflex and Mercedes getting involved. Them two, they're all my predictions to be the Ferrari Mercedes, but it's turned out to be the Sauber of mystery. He did a great start. He qualified P9 to the P4, and Jack from P6 avoided all the incidents between the Ferraris and the Mercedes. He found something in P3. QY is closing in on Coulter though with the DRS into turn 1. He's got so much more straight line speed and gets the move done before the braking. So Coulter built a nice little lead early on there. He was about 8 tenths clear. QY closed it, and he's now back into the lead. Qualified on pole, back into the lead here in Hungary. No rain. Most are on the medium tyres, but again, Coulter, like we saw in Singapore, starts on the hards, taking the risk strategy on the hards. But he's got the pace for it though. Plenty of pace on them hards. Same with Mystery on the hard. He's in P5 though. And Peckham, so it's just them 3 and hards, but the 3 and hards all in the top 10. So maybe hards was the way to go. Maybe it was. Yeah, Peckham, look at the hards. QY hards leading. Mystery hards, game ball position for P9, P5. Peckham qualified P16 and P8 into the points on hards. So hards seem to be the way to go, and we see Prestige there. The rear end complaining on the exit there. Get the track back up so I can get the turn names. Do apologise. QY fast the race 119.2. He's got a 5 tenths gap now onto Coulter, but it's a double DRS zone to turn 1 and then into turn 3. Double DRS closes the gap beautifully if you get a good exit, which Coulter did not, however. He had a bit of oversteer on the exit. But them two are starting to gap P3 Horia, who overtook Jack to get back into the podium where he qualified. Top 3, or where they qualified. You see Duran, he's had a great race so far as well. He only qualified P10. He's doing really well. Gets past Peckham. Jack gets a 3-second time pen. That could push him pretty far down the points because it is still pretty closer early on. Now it's 10. Down in 16th now. Makes life a little harder as well with a 3-second time pen. Ooh, we don't see moves much often in the chicane. That Owen on Woody. That is very rare. Ooh, it's Horia. Horia's slow. Horia, I think, had a moment coming out of the little lift in turn 11 onto the little mini straight into turn 12. Had a little moment and actually let Jack back into the podium. And Peckham now wants to get past Horia too. Oh, Horia qualified P3. He's much faster than these guys he's racing, but they do not care. Duran and Peckham want to get past him. Every point counts in the season. Holding on for dear life into P6 here. You think everything he's got, every defense knowledge, bit of knowledge he's got, and it isn't working. Look at the amount of cars around him. The top 10 to 6th are all so close. Look at these four going at it for P6. This is Mega Duran looking for the switchback maybe. Want to get a better run into turn number 7 is that. My phone has died. I do apologise. It's great battling between these two. We've not seen as many spins there, but Hungary is a hard track to go racing in. There isn't many overtaking opportunities. We haven't seen any crashes yet, really, anything major. Not that I've noticed, but there probably has been a few incidents, but no damage from anyone yet. Unless Horia... No. So, everyone still all intact with their front wings that I know of. OS10 might have some damage, however. He had a big incident and he has just run wide there. He probably does have damage, doesn't he? No, he's just overdriving, probably. Trying to make up for the time that he lost. That a spin. Hazard had a pretty solid start. He's running in the points now. Yeah, Peckham ran them hard. He's having a great race in the Alpine. Alpine obviously currently leading the constructors, so they'll be happy with the P2, P8. But at this moment in time, Ferrari, who are second, no, they're fourth, apologies. They will close the gap a fair bit. And VCARB will drop off a lot if they continue how they are with just 2 points. And Mercedes had a troublesome start. I told you, they have pace, but they just don't seem to be able to extract all of it, unlike the Alpines and Ferraris. The gap's starting to form now, nothing too crazy, but there's battle for P7 between Peckham, Duran, Hazard, and Sibin the Haas. Still very close, still very, very close. And even Woody and possibly Cactus. It's a train all the way from OS10 to P7. So OS10 could still be P7 here. He's faster than every single car ahead of him. He can still get P7. Every single person from P15 to P7 has DRS. This is a big, big train. Can someone break it? One mistake from anyone in this middle here, and it gets split into half. Or can OS10 climb his way through this train and get back into P7? You overtake one car, you're onto the next car. If you take one car, onto the next car. That is the good thing about a train. It is very easy to get past a few cars. And even Horia, he didn't start the picture. Oh, OS10 could still finish ahead of his teammate. It'll take a lot of overtaking. But look in the menu out there. Look in the menu out top left. You can just visually see how close the gaps are. But Woody, ooh, what's happening there with the Haas as well? Yeah, a little moment on the exit turn 1. See Woody falling back slightly, made a little mistake, now second behind, but bang on a second, he can still get the DRS into the final turn number 14. Still closer, but yeah, the gaps in the top 5 are very big. We probably will see Reflex close in for the podium though, because he is probably slightly faster than Jack. So that should be a good battle between them two very soon. Obviously Jack carrying the 3-second time pen. Well, he should still fight that just in case he gets one as well. The championship leader, QY, is leading here in Hungary as well. 5 seconds clear. But if you take away all reserves, P2 in the championship is, I believe, Reflex. Ooh, that's the McLaren getting lapped actually. And he's doing P4 as well. So Ferrari have had. I don't think they'll take the lead. They won't take the lead of the constructors, but they'll close it to within definitely, I think, 5 points, somewhere around that 5-point range. They'll close it to not a lot, I'll tell you that. Heading into Imola. Not much will separate these guys, Alpine and Ferrari, and even Mercedes could still get involved. Obviously poor from them so far, but they are still ahead of Ferrari for now. Probably not to be ahead of them after this Grand Prix. As I said, Reflex has closing it into Jack. Now within his DRS, Jack will be checking his wing mirrors in that Williams. And we'll have to be licking his lips into turn 1 probably. Because I know he is running very low wings. I want to say, was it what? 42.39. He has ridiculously low wings. And just look at the gap closing down. DRS plus low wings. Your days. Which the Irishman in the Ferrari has got plenty of. But we'll see him lose a lot of time through the corners, especially sector 2, the slower section of this track. He's going to lose a fair chunk of time. He's on the mediums, back on the hards. No, he's not. I thought it looked a little bit white from back here. I suppose not, though. Not much going on in the DRS chain. However, Peckham is really closing in Horia. He can almost touch his gearbox. Peckham on the hards. I think the crossover point is now. I think the hards are officially faster than the mediums. There's a little look there, but you can't go for one in the chicane, I'll tell you that. You will crash. Yeah, the hards probably faster than the mediums now. The mediums starting to wear a bit. Lap 16 is the predicted pit stop window. Lap 15 for the undercut maybe, or lap 17 for the overcut. So I predict lap 15, 16 for most of these drivers. And then the hards, I think lap 20, lap 21, the hards will come in. A little bit later than the mediums, but nothing too major to be fair. So I think the hards is actually an incredible strategy here, because you're not going to lose a lot of time on the undercut. 5 laps isn't a lot of time difference. But they will be faster for most of the Grand Prix. This is a genius strategy from the guys on the hards. And as you can see, they are running P7, P5, and P1. So, yeah, definitely a good strategy. I have the RS in here into turn 3. Turn 2, I apologise, I thought it was turn 3. Ooh, Horia very slow on that apex there, and gone a little bit deep. Can Peckham get a better exit here? Heading to turn 4. Very close. Is he going to go for it? Has a little bit. It's such a fast corner. It's a big risk to go for a move there. Possibly round the outside into turn 5 though. I'm not seeing a move there. But you can see Peckham wants to get past. He's so close, but the chicane, you're going to run out of room in no time in that chicane. Peckham is fast. He wants to get past, but he's trying to be patient here. But patience is costing him time. Costing a lot of time. The gap now is 6 seconds between Horia and Mystery in P5. Peckham is getting frustrated more and more every single lap, and that leads more and more likely into a crash, possibly. So can Peckham keep a cool head here? You see the chill ice again. Peckham needs to keep a cool head here. He get a good exit in the final turn, but again, he just loses a little bit of time in sector 3. He's right behind sector 1, right behind sector 2, but in sector 3, he falls back. But that is the chance we need to be the fastest. So I have a move. See Woody getting past the Smash, but Smash with a lot of speed. Woody is DRS-less, has no DRS, so couldn't really fight that a bit too much. Smash into the points now, and Peckham could not get past Horia into turn 1. Again, look at him, he's so close to Horia. He's meant to be much faster. Peckham qualified P16, Horia P3. You would not have guessed these two to be racing at all in this race, but they are. It is good stuff. A lot of gaps starting to form now, but Woody and Smash are having a good race for that final championship point. Yeah, we got Peckham finally possibly making his move into the left, right section of sector 2. Very fast again, very hard to overtake around there because the turns are just so fast. And the dirty area, you can see the effect of it. Massive understeer. Going to cost him a lot of time, approximately 7/10 he lost there and on understeer. A lot of time lost, and even then into turn 12, pretty poor. So Peckham made 2 mistakes there, and that's nearly. We see Horia, that's early from Horia. Horia boxes now, same with Reflex. Both of them, that's pretty early. Lap 16 is optimal, lap 15 is undercut range. Lap 13, that's pretty early. That shows signs of high tyre wear. Pretty poor tyre saving from these 3, or risky strategy, you tell me. I think it's poor tyre wear. I think it's a bit too early. I think lap 14, lap 15 is better than lap 13. Let's see, OS 10. getting past one Aston Martin. There's the other one ahead of them. 2 seconds down the road. OS 10 finally making some moves. Finally. Had that incident that put him down in 18th. Now running P11. Yep, to box. We'll go to pit stops now, I think. Then we'll go... Where is it? Here we go. Sorry, I do apologise. Oh no, OS 10 has box. Did I miss all these pit stops? I have no idea how I missed all these pit stops. I am very blind. I do apologise for the sheer blindness from me. Yeah, reflex, faster tyres, fresher tyres, faster driver. Gets past Woody with ease. Woody thought that a bit hard. Yeah, lap 14 makes a bit more sense to be in lap 13. We see most come in now. Similar, Hazard, Jack, Coulter. Peckham stays out. And the leader stays out as well, but he's on hard, obviously. Oh yeah, these three are on hard. So yeah, everyone has now boxed, other than the guys on the hard. But Woody, actually. Woody is the only guy to not box on hards. So he's going a little bit longer than everyone else. But I like it, it's risky. It's a gamble. I love gambling. Chat, clip that please. Chat, somebody clip that, I'm funny. See the leader QI boxes now. That's very early for the... Whoa, are you going for... Whoa. That is way too early. Are you going mediums, yeah? I'm sorry, but that is way too early. Starting on the hards, he's boxed with the mediums. On lap 15. That's a good 5 laps earlier than I expected. I have not a clue what he's playing. 5 laps earlier than what it should be. Yeah. Same with Mystery. What are we doing? Peckham has used his brain, and he's going to stay out for at least another lap. He needs to have another 5 laps, in my opinion. I have not a clue what the Sauber and Ferrari are doing boxing on lap 15. And they started on hards. Seems very silly to me. Very, very silly to me. Metric Graph isn't racing, he's an AI because his connection is shocking. Ooh, who's that? There's someone else. I mean, these three are going at it still. Mystery, and Malhoria as well. As Peckham lets through his teammate Coulter on fast tyres and also lets through Reflex. On. Whoa! That is so harsh. But he could get it removed though. If he boxes though, it will remove it itself. But he's already boxed. He's lucky. But I know Reflex tends to overreact to situations. Reflex needs to stay calm there. Needs to realise that he can get it removed after the race. I think it was unfair. You see it happen a lot. A VHC comes out or a full safety car comes out, and if you hit another driver, even the slightest tap that you hit them, you'll get a 10-second time pen. So, but it can get removed after the race. But if you box, then obviously it says it for you. But he's already boxed for hard, so I doubt he'll box again as we go racing now again after the VHC and Peckham does come in now. That seems very early for the hard guys to all be boxing, in my opinion. See Hazard and Duran in the final turn. That is rare, but Hazard ran the side and he's in the P11. Fantastic move from Hazard. Peckham is going to come out just ahead of the Haas. No. Oh, that is low. That is very low. Comes out in P14. He was running P7 before he boxed. No, running P7 before anyone boxed. Now he's P14 after everyone boxed. So he's lost 7 positions by starting on the hards. But can he make them up? Obviously now on the better tyres. Tyres with more grip, he's on the mediums. Still a pretty big DRS chain here into the points. And Aston Martin, these two are very equally matched. Every time you see them race, Owen and Cactus, Aston Martin, they are always right next to it. They're always like one position separated. It's P8, P9 again for them. They always seem to be close to each other, always, these Astons. But I like it. They get to go racing though, they get to have a good battle between each other, which I'm a little bit annoyed about. Peculiar, and I guess the 3-second time then. Reflex, I'm pretty sure it will be removed. So do not worry about that. I'm pretty sure they'll get it removed after the race. Peckham retires. Did he have a crash in the final turn? Oh, what? Whoa, that's... I've never seen a car there in my life. He appears to be missing some front wing damage on the final turn. Nice, he's just on the inside of the final turn. I've never seen anyone DNF on the final turn in the dry in Hungary, but as a first for everything. Peckham was on for a good race though for Alpine. Started on the hards, was running P7, then P14 after the pit stops, but was on much faster fresh tyres, so it's sad to see him DNF. Definitely is sad, because I think he had a lot to do in this race. I think we weren't done with him. I think it was going to be a lot of fun. Whoa, and immediately after the restart into the chicane. Whoa, what are we doing, boys? Why overtaking to the chicane? Use our brains, please. Please, guys, please. Yeah, Hazard has a 9-second time penalty. They ran behind him 3 seconds, and then ahead of him, Mystery is 3 seconds, and then OS10 3, Jackie Chan 3. Is OS10... He's boxed then, he is boxed. Yeah, so he's doing very well, ahead of his teammate now. How old are his tyres? When did he box? They're slightly older than everyone else's. About 4 laps older than most. So, Owen, 11 laps. They are very old. Whoa. We saw, I think it was Hazard, a moment in turn 1 there, I think. I believe it was Hazard. Hazard and Cactus are going at it for P9. I'm loving the battle between Hazard and Prestige Cactus here. 2 Englishmen. Bombing it in Hungary, P9. Reflex is very close to quarter. We could see him go for an overtake here. Obviously has a 10-second time pen, but will most likely be removed after the race. Because it was pretty unfair. Well, I assume it was pretty unfair. And we missed it, but it's very common to be unfair. One of them. QY is a different postcode. He's 19 seconds ahead of P2. How did he get 19 seconds ahead? How? Reflex round the outside into turn 1. Him and the Alpine leaves plenty of room, almost too much room. DRS into turn 2 has the inside line. Coulter handled it around the outside, but he probably will be out as they come together, wheel banging from the Alpine and Ferrari. Reflex lets him through. That's very nice. Reflex let Coulter back through. There was some good racing going on there until the wheel banging, which sent Coulter into the grass. Keeps out of the wall though. Both of them have damage though. So we're back racing again. Damageless. Both from the track. So it should still be a good battle between these two for P2. Oh, flag there. Who is that for? That is for Theodore in the Williams. He's having a pretty terrible race, to put it frank. Yeah, Aston Martin had a poor qualifying, but have both cars in the points currently. So these two will be happy so far. They could still get more though, with all the time pens ahead of them. Speaking of time pens ahead of them is Mystery and OS10. Into turn 1, look at the straight line speed on that Sauber. But OS10 late on the brakes. Oh, OS10. Learn when to give up. Please, OS10. Gets the move, but not clean at all. Not at all. Might get a after race penalty for that. and keep an eye on incidents and reports for the final decision on that incident there into Town 1 between the Mercedes and Sauber, because that wasn't the cleanest from OS 10. I've seen better from them, put it that way. I'm going to have a drink in a second, because I hope everyone's doing okay in the heat wave. 30 degrees where I am in the north. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. Oof, I'm sweating from just commentating. As the safety car comes out, who is that for? That is... I know Theodore retired in the pits, but no one on track, though. Everyone... It's almost in a different wing, maybe? Who is the safety car for? That's my question. Ah, that'll be why. Woody is missing his entire front wing. So he had a big incident there. I think by himself. He wasn't really racing anyone, was he? I think it might have been either with him and Duran. But Duran has damage too. Missing an end plate. So I think Duran and Woody have come together there. We saw them racing earlier on in the race. And they have now finally seen a crash. A little bit of damage between both of them. And that brings out the safety car. But poor Reflex, he can't box. He'll serve the time penalty. But then it's going to be on much advertisement with everyone else. Everyone is boxing. So poor Reflex, I was saying earlier, get it removed as long as they didn't box. But now, everyone's boxing behind him for the fresh mediums. What's he going to do? My question. Stay out with old tyres? Or box and lose 10 seconds? Lose 10 seconds in a pit? Or lose however many you might lose staying out? Tyres aren't that old, 8 laps, but compared to a set of fresh mediums, they're pretty old. QY is now boxed for hards, comfortably in the lead. You shouldn't have to worry about that. Coulter comes in for the mediums, and the Reflex does box. So unfortunately, that incident before with was it Jack under the VHC, going to see him lose 10 seconds in the pit as the Ferrari mechanics sit there almost in freeze frame as they wait 10 seconds to change the tyres on that Ferrari. And this must be agonising for Reflex, just sat there pretty much watching his race go away from him. Torre passes him. Mystery might even pass him. It's going to be close on exit between here. Mystery and the Ferrari. It's going to be very close, actually. We'll see the Ferrari pop out now. There he is. Oh, and maybe OS 10? No. So Reflex slots back into P6. So he lost, what? He was P3, so he lost 3 positions there because of the time pen. But he's fast. He's a quick driver. Horry is on hards as well. So he's got Mystery and Deck ahead of him. He's faster than anyway. And Horrier, who he's pretty even with, but Horrier is on hards compared to the medium, which the majority do seem to be on. So we could still see Reflex on podium here. Right, not everything is decided until Checkered Flag comes out. Speaking of that, we are 14 laps away from seeing Checkered Flag. Pretty much halfway now. Just over. It's been a great race. It's been clean, which is rare. It's been pretty clean. Clean enough, I would say, for a league race. You can only get so clean in a league race. I think it's been clean. I think it's been good. Other than OS 10 being his usual self. I'm only joking. But other than that, it's been very nice. And the good thing with the safety car, it closes all the gaps out. So all the big gaps, KY being 20 seconds ahead of Coulter, that is now 5 tenths. So it closes down all the gaps, which we love to see. And Coulter is on a fresh set of tyres, a medium, better tyres than QY. So he could possibly still win this race. Obviously, much slower than QY in this race so far, but on better tyres. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? Jackie Chan with 3 seconds, Mystery with 3 seconds, and Reflex is currently the original P4 in time pens, but who knows, he could get a time pen himself as well. OS10, 3 seconds as well, and has been a naughty boy a lot of times and got 9 seconds worth of time pens. And a few at the back as well. So that puts Prestige Catchers so far. Actually, because of safety car, the penalties are going to count even more. That puts Cactus like pretty much ahead of Hazard, OS10, Mystery, and Jack, because the gaps all close massively. I'm going to go into Division 1 chat while we go for the last lap under the safety car. Let's see this, shall we? Duran saying you should be P3 it was for the Aston Martin of Prestige. That's a bold claim, to say the least. Cactus should get a 30-minute time pen. He ruined my race and stab bombing in the penalty corner. Are you crazy? Duran, extremely unhappy with the Aston Martin of Prestige Cactus, calling Cactus a 5-year-old. Well, that's always interesting. My 10-second time for to get removed as soon as it came. Well, Reflex, we have already boxed, mate, so that's all we can do. You can't remove it if you already served it. Can't remove once served. Yeah, Josh agrees, head of FAA has ruled no further decision, no further action on Reflex's time pen, and now he's got 9 seconds. No one else has it. I can't read, I do apologise. 100% getting removed. You've already served it, Reflex, so it's pretty impossible to. The VHC came out instantly and they got the time pen, maybe 10 seconds, but maybe not 10 seconds, but I definitely entitled to get a 3-second gain. You've served it though. It's as simple as that. You would gain 10 seconds, wouldn't you really? You've already got it removed because you served it in the bit. So, nothing you can really do though, is there? Not much you can do. I've got another ping somewhere, hold on. As we head back racing now for the final few laps here in Hungary. QYZHR leads us away. No attack from anyone behind him. Anyone looking for a move Reflex is very close to OS10. Did OS10 pass Reflex? OS10, no, OS10. Had a big incident there into turn 1. He might have had contact with someone, but I'm on track. Just about missed it. He's missing his right end plate as well. I feel so bad for OS10 now. So unlucky, the Swede. So unlucky. Horrier. Very close to Coulter. Could be eyeing up P2 it. And QY built already a nice gap of 7 tenths. Immediately after the restart. He had a mega restart. And top 10 from 10th from 14th all have time pens, so that's always interesting, boys. Hazard has 9 seconds. That's going to cost him possibly all his points. He could finish the race with 0 points here with that 9-second time pen. That is very unfortunate for him. Horrier does get past Coulter in turn 1. Obviously, no DRS yet. Hasn't been 2 laps yet. Also, possibly down the inside turn 2. Not close enough though. None of that straight up on the medium, but you got much better on the inside 3. Inside 4 now. Oh, and runs out of room there. That is such a fast turn to side by side through. Very risky move, but doesn't succeed. Horia is P2, Coulter is P3. Jack is very close actually as well, and Reflex is still in behind him. Reflex will still be on the podium here. This is going to be a great battle, P3, P2 here. I can see this being one for the ages. Whoa, that was good timing. Hazard on the exit of turn number 11. It's a little bit of a lift, maybe a break if you're feeling not that confident. Has a big slide and is probably missing a bit of that one. No, he's not. That is the most insane look I've ever seen in my life. Reflex is running such low wings. 39, I think, on the rear he's running, or something stupid like that. He was 39.42 on the rear. So keep an eye in mind to turn 1 and turn 2 with the amount of pace I'll have on the straights. Smash, gets past Hazard. Oh! Hazard and Smash come together on the exit of turn number 4. Exit of turn number 4, the V-carb and the Sauber both come together there. And Hazard and V-carb as well. With one of the most unfortunate races I've ever seen in a long time from a singular team. 15th and 16th. They deserve a lot more this race. But it isn't what you deserve, it's what you actually do. And so far, these two. Has been a lot of incidents. That one there, plus the spin here, puts an end to his race pretty much, and metric graph with connection issues puts an end to his race pretty much as well. Not pretty much, but yeah, he couldn't race at all. Nor could he qualify, so I think we'll see Hazard box to retire now, which we will. We ignore that, and we head up top 5, back for the podium. Hazard does indeed retire. Not into the pits, please, Hazard. Please retire in the pits. Don't retire there, please, mate. Don't pause the car. Thank you very much. Hazard, please stop. Silly boy. Here, silly boy. So yeah, what a race from V-Carver. Fantastic race from the two lads. Hazard, his own fault. Metric, no fault of his own, fortunately. Horia has built a little bit of a gap. Coulter was second. Coulter's on mediums, Horia's on hards. So the hards are probably faster here. The hards have been rapid so far. And QY has a fastest lap on hards as well. 1:18.3 was it? Oh, 1:18.1 now. It goes even faster on the hards. So the hards are fantastic around this track. Better than the mediums, which is rare to see. You look at the pace on that Ferrari. DRS plus straight line speed, he has so much more pace than the Williams in the straights, but then through the turns, he's got nowhere near enough. Duran and Owen. Duran is getting in a lot of battles with the Aston Martins here. Battling Owen now, and was previously battling Cactus, so possibly a little rivalry here going on between Duran and the Aston Martins. I'm here for it. Durant back into P8 now. He's having a nice race. And Cactus could be on for a very nice result. Finished P4 in Spa, was it? No, P5 I think. In Spa, had a great race there. And could be on for a P6 here in Hungary. So I've been very impressed with him so far in the past 2 races. He's having a great little season in the Aston Martin. Now Reflex, what do you have in tank? DRS wide open, straight line speed for absolute days, running such slow wings. You can see the gap just fall, but it doesn't fall to within overtaking range. Not yet. We have 6 laps left. Will Reflex pass Jack? Obviously, Jack with a time pen, but Reflex get one of his own. So it's not over yet. Oh, and Coulter gets one now. And Horia! Coulter now with a 3-second time pen. And Horia, did he have one already? I think he did. So Reflex, if Reflex can keep it within... Oh, he isn't though. He's a bit far away. Look at the gap. He'll only finish P4. He's going to be so angry with that. If he was closer to P2, he could finish with P2. All the cars ahead of him with time pens. He doesn't. I am so warm right now, boys. I do apologise. I'm going for a cold shower after this race. I'll tell you that. Here we go. 310s is close now. It's very, very close. 310s. Slipstream, DRS, battery, low wings. What more do you want on the straight? An overtake, please. Round the turn 1. Can't brake late enough though. But the switchback. Better run. DRS. Better run into turn number 2. What a move this would be. On the Williams. Switchback on the Williams. Has to go around the outside though now. And just turns in onto Jackie Chan as he spins round now. That is so unfortunate. It was going so well for Jack in this race, but he gets spun round by Reflex. Turns in like he wasn't even there. But Reflex, technically P4 now, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a penalty coming his way after this race. Because you just cannot do that. But look at it. Look at the gap. 2.9 off Coulter and Coulter 3-second time pen. He could still finish on the podium here. He could still get the podium. He's a 10th away from P4. Right now he's P3. He's 10th away from being P4. This is going to be so close. Just 4 laps left here. Both cars are mediums. This is going to be a fantastic battle. Not even a battle. Who's faster? They're not even going to race because of the time pen. But it's going to be a great last few laps to decide who gets on the podium here. As of right now, it is still Coulter, but who knows? It is Formula 1. Things can change in a split second. Tell you what won't change anytime soon, though, is QY probably winning this race. You know, he has been dominant all race, qualifying pole. Lost lead at the start, actually, took it back pretty quickly, built a massive gap of 20 seconds. Let's comes out, and he is back in control, back in the driver's seat, and he's built another big gap of 5 seconds plus a time penalty. Technically an 8-second lead he's got on Horia right now. It's going to annihilate him again. He's going to make it back to back wins. 3 in a row is probably coming his way. But all it takes is one spin and he could lose the race. There's a lot of time pens here. A lot of time pens. It'll see Cactus P6, it'll see Reflex, currently P3. It'll see, let's see here, it'll see Owen P8 and JXST P9. Ten-second time pen for Woody. That's interesting. A severe collision, but it isn't a safety car. Don't do this, Woody. Duran and the Haas of JXST getting very racing into turn 1. Duran has DRS though. Duran is slow, very slow for the left-hander there. No damage, just very slow. Look at the gap between Reflex and Coulter. 3 to separate them. the Coulter has a 3-second time pen. This is going to be right to the wire stuff. It's going to be an epic ending between the final podium. We could see a double Ferrari podium, a 1-5 Ferrari, or we could see another Coulter podium. The championship leaders of Alpine versus second place Ferrari. This is mega stuff. Mercedes are having a poor race, P2, P11. P2 is great from Mario, but OS 10 has been in one too many incidents for his liking for sure. As we start the penultimate lap now, 6.7 is the lead for QI and the Ferrari and the Scarlet Red. The rain has not come in Hungary, but dominance from QI has. Sauber now given another time then. That'll see Cactus P5 possibly. What a race from him, he finishes P5. We'll see after the race what the time pens do to the order. And we could see a few after race pens as well. It's 10 with 9 seconds. Tends to be the same guys getting more pens. You can see people have no pens. But then if you do get a pen, you get a lot of pens. 6 seconds, 9 seconds, 3 seconds. We start the final lap now here in Hungary. 35 laps coming to a close. QY with a very dominant race so far. And a lot of incidents, even a safety car, he's handled everything well. He was even P2 at the start. He got past Coulter, the man currently in P3, got past Coulter, controlled it ever since, boxed for the medium, then boxed again for the hards on the safety car. Strategy, perfect. Race, perfect. Pace, perfect. Overtaking, perfect. He has been perfect during this race. He won in Singapore. He won in Spa. And he comes to the final turn now to win in Hungary. QY, what a drive in Hungary. 35 laps, the golden trophy, it is his. Top step, it is his. P1, QI, P2, Horror in the Mercedes. He had a great race in P2, he'll be happy with that for sure. P2, P3 is just about Coulter. Reflex not on the pace towards the end to get the podium. P3, Coulter in the Alpine, current leaders. P3, P4 Ferrari, good result then there. P1, P4 Ferrari, Jack in P5. Mystery P6, but he's not going to say that, is he, for the time pen? He's going to finish P7, I assume. Cactus goes P6. And comes now to P8, Duran. P9, unfortunately, OS 10. No, P12, OS 10. P8 on debut, Sibim Laboy. And Owen P9. And ran off points, Duran in P10. Good race from Sibinla and Mystery from them. And Cactus and Jack again, with both great races again. They both did well in Spa. Both do well in Hungary again. Reflex is unhappy, as this race was short. Coulter and Horrier on the podium once again. We see them up there every single race. And QI makes it 3 in a row of race wins here in Hungary. Reflex saying he has about 10 reports to do, and yeah, I think we'll see a lot of change to the order after this race. So keep an eye on the Discord for all the race incidents and penalties coming through, and the final classified race result coming tomorrow after all decisions have been dealt with. But yeah, we should see a few penalties after this race. But for now, it's QI with the win, Horrier with the P2, Coulter P3, Reflex P4, from P6, Jack, from P15 on the grid, OS10 in P6, P7 is Mystery, P8, Simona Boy, P9, Owen, and P10, where he qualified, is Duran. OS10, unfortunately, race had a lot of incidents, and I mean a lot of incidents. And the V-Car boys, what more can I say of them? Terrible race. Duran was for round 5 in Imola. We had back to Italy for the first time. Will QY continue his run of dominance, and will Alpine hold the lead in the constructors? Find out in approximately a week's time. I've been Keel. Thank you for watching. Ta-ra.